okay. Oh, settle down. Now, if you haven't heard that I like it both ways, so I don't know where you've been, I love it. Do yourself a favour, everybody should give it a try. All right. Now, do you want to touch me? I mean, this thing is getting bigger and bigger and bigger every week. To the point now it's absolutely huge. And so, there you go, do yourself a favour, get on top of that. Alright, so there you go, congratulations to both my old mates, the Supernaut, and of course, Gary Glitter. Woo! Alright. Quite frankly, I don't know how many kids got the day off school, but anyway, that's another problem. So we might. Alright. Now, I forgot what I was going to say. Gavin, what was I going to say? No, all right. Now, I'll tell you what, if you haven't, no, I've not done that. Well, you might remember on last week's show, I would apologise for last week's show because I had some very important information to give you. And, of course, I forgot the big news of the week, and go Saints, the big news of the week, and I remembered the news from last week, which I forgot, but now I've remembered. So here is the news from last week, which I'm telling you this week, and it's great news because the Rolling Stones will definitely be touring Australia in October. All right? Woo! I tell you what, that's great news for you Rolling Stones fans. Now, this week I had some other news, and that is that the Rolling Stones tour of Australia has been cancelled. And I know that's a big disappointment for all you Rolling Stones fans out there. I know myself, very keen to get Mick and Keith down under. Okay. All right, now, I also mentioned the Ted Mulry Gang. They've got a brand new single. Well, it came out about 3 weeks ago. And let's just have a quick listen to the Ted Mulry Gang and this great single. I heard it once, that was enough. Let's have a listen. Ooh, jump in my truck. I wanna give you one. I'll tell you what, that is just such a great song. And you might remember that I made a bold prediction of the show, and that was that the Ted Mulry Gang song Jump in My Truck would be absolutely no way it can happen. #1 in America. Yay! Well, unfortunately that hasn't happened. And I'm not gonna, well actually I'm gonna blame a few people for why it hasn't happened. It's certain radio programmers in Australia not getting behind Australian music. I tell you what, I'm not going to name names for it's way too soon. I'll tell you what, you radio programmers, if you don't like Australian music, well then don't like it in your lounge room, or better still, get out of the country. All right. I also mentioned on last week's show there was a chance that I might be flying all around the world to do some beaut interviews. Well, I've just had it firm. And not only that, I will be going, I'll be off to Los Angeles where I'll catch up with Lionel Richie, my old mate Lionel Richie, probably catch up with Rob too. There you go. Then I'll be off to Memphis to see Stevie Nicks, probably have a coke with her. Then I'll be off to New York to, once I get punched in the face by Boss Gags, I'll be off to Norway for Then I'm going to, just to see how far we can stretch your tax dollars, I'm off to Switzerland for no reason other than to pick up some chocolate and a watch, and then I'll be stopping off at Santorini on the way back, topping up the 10, and I'll be showing you that next week on the show. There's so much to get through. All right, now, the Police are a band, and they are a very, very good band. And I've got a singer in this band, his name is Sting. And I tell you what, I've got a feeling that Sting could be as big as Rod Stewart, my old mate Rod Stewart, or as big as my old mate Elton John. And that's not to say that Elton's Rod wouldn't sting. Now, what I mean to say is, we might see Sting giving Rod to Elton. All right. Settle down. All right. Now, we've got an act right now. It could be haircut 100, it might be the Moyes system, I can't remember, but who cares? It's countdown, we don't want things to run perfectly. It might be JoJo Zepp and the Falcons. Why don't we find out? So there you go, that's this week's humdrum. Woo! Here's our favourite.